Hello, Kim Saft, licensed clinical social worker. I'm a doctorate in transpersonal psychology. I've been in private practice for over 20 years, and this is me helping you transform your life. So I want to talk to you today about acting authentically. Right? We talk about developing self-love, self-trust. It's all kind of nebulous, not quite sure how to do it. Essentially, what we're talking about is how can I get my authentic side driving more and more often? Right? How can I get my authentic side driving more and more often? How can I start acting more authentically? Strengthen this side. Well, I'll tell you, you can align your actions with your values. I love that, right? You can align your actions with your values in any given moment. You have choice. You have choice in what thoughts you engage, what thoughts you stop, what thoughts you replace in with. You have choice how you show up to yourself, your life, how you respond to others, right? Any of those moments are moments to show up in alignment with my values. Yeah. And every time I do, I'm developing more and more self-trust. Okay? So when I get my authentic side driving more often, I align my actions with my values. I'm developing self-trust, loving on myself more and more as I'm accepting who I am and how I want to show up in the here and now. Yeah. All by living into the values that I chose. We talked in a previous tape about identifying what I value. Yeah. Here's where we start aligning our actions with those values. Yeah. So you might take a value from that master list that we created. You might take a value and then you might SMART goal it. Think about SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, time-limited. If I set a SMART goal, I make it super concrete. It really motivates and encourages me to do it, to align and start showing up, right? So that I will align more and more of my actions with the value, whatever the SMART goal value is. Making sense? All right, so you're going to choose a value from this master list. You're going to SMART goal maybe one time a day. I set the intention to do a conscious intentioned action that aligns with this value, and then fill in the blank. Okay? So say my value is self-love. It's a good one. I value self-love. So then I might think of what actions would align with that value of self-love. Positive self-talk. Yeah. Compassionate lens to understand my past history, to unpack myself and my stuff. Yeah. Maybe showing up non-judgmentally, without judgment, with compassion. That might be an action of how I live into the value of self-love. Yeah. Eating healthy foods to fuel my body, nourish this vehicle. Getting the appropriate sleep for me that helps me feel nurtured and tended and rested. Yeah. These are all ways that I can show up and live into the value of self-love. Yeah. I can thought stop self-critical thoughts. I can replace with self-supporting ones. Aww. I can show my dedication to my self-growth work. I can SMART goal all this. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll do a 15-minute exercise of my self-growth work for the next 2 weeks. SMART goal. Aligning with my value of self-love. Right? And if you were listening to the other tape, the meal we're creating is self-love, and all that list are the various ingredients. And there's more, right? There's many more ways you can show up and give yourself some of that love. And each time you do, you start trusting yourself more and more. Oh, I do show up and love on myself. I can trust myself to take care of myself and show up TCB. Good on me. Right? You see how this all folds in on itself. So, taking that master list of things you value, and then really SMART goal. Set up the intention. How do you want to show up to start living into that value? And then be sure to appreciate your gains. I'm not kidding with this. Good on me. That was hard. It was a stretch. And I did it. Remember, how we show up to ourselves matters. All right, enjoy.